Dope, 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 let's get it. I'm a trapping fanatic, that shit automatic, so I cannot turn it on or off. Bitches all on my dick, then she hop on my dick, I'm like, why you keep hopping on and off? Yo, bitch all on my dick, she be doing the most. I tell her, little bitch, she so extra. And my gun up on me, but not run up on me. Niggas, they wanna fight, they some wrestlers.
From buildings to buildings, a young Naruto flips and jumps. He swings on a clothesline and lands on a higher building, looking down at Choji and Shikamaru, who are being surrounded by older kids. A punch is then thrown at Choji, but it doesn't land. The two kids look down to see their friend. Hope then shines within their eyes. As Naruto flips off of the kid and hits another, he dodges a punch, landing an uppercut on the other one that was behind him. A kunai is then pulled out, but Naruto dodges that as well, landing a kick that sends the last one to the ground. You guys really are losers. I couldn't imagine how it feels losing to a kid. Hey Choji. Yeah, what's up, Naruto? Naruto then takes the money out of their pockets and tosses it towards his friends. Go buy some more chips. Adults are then seen running in the alleyway screaming Naruto's name. Shikamaru then smirks. It's your cue to go, isn't it? Naruto would begin laughing, telling him he's right, and jumps off the sides of the building, getting higher and higher until he's on the top, running from building to building once again. As he gets away, he jumps into his small apartment from its window, and he sees Iruka sitting there, waiting on him. Naruto, why have I been getting reports all day about you stealing and fighting? Naruto smirks, pulling out an apple while talking. It's because you leave your office open for complaints. Why else? Naruto began to smile, but he's scolded by Iruka, who then takes him out to eat later that night. You know, Naruto, you can't live the way you do all the time. And why is that? I fight for the people, unlike the rest of the people that live here. Oh, come on, Naruto. You know not everyone is gifted like you. Stop saying that, Iruka. I'm just like everyone else here. No, you're not, Naruto. Anyway, I have some work I need to finish. Come by later, as I have a gift for you. He leaves Naruto the money to pay for his ramen, and after some time, Naruto heads to the home of Iruka. He knocks, telling Iruka to let him in. After no response, he begins to laugh. I'll find a different way inside then. Naruto jumps around, and he gets onto a fence before climbing on a building nearby Iruka's home. He looks at the gap between the buildings. Can I really make it that far? Well, there's only one way to find out. Naruto backs up and jumps forward, landing on the roof just barely. He looks around and then hears a loud noise coming from inside the building. Wait a minute. Who was that? Naruto crashes through the window and looks around. He runs down the hall, seeing someone leave out of a different window, and he sees that Iruka was on the floor bleeding. Naruto runs to his aid, asking him what happened. There's no time to explain, Naruto. I can no longer protect you. Naruto, your father was special, just like you. He left this here for me to give to you once it was time, but it looks like our time has been shortened. Iruka then crawls to a little compartment and lifts up the floorboard, revealing a necklace with a dark band and a golden key hanging on it. Where does the key go, Iruka? That's something I was never told. Damn it. I'll find the person who did this to you and kill them. Iruka watches as the rest of the room then begins to go white, and Naruto's eyes begin to shimmer, going silver, just like the moonlight. He smiles before passing away in the arms of Naruto. What is this? My vision, it's completely different. Those footprints of that robed figure, I can see them. Naruto then follows these footprints and jumps from roof to roof, noticing that the man went into the Hokage's building. Naruto makes it inside, where he sees bodies on top of bodies on the floor. Naruto runs towards the man and tries to attack him, but his attacks are easily deflected, and he's knocked to the ground by this figure who we don't yet get to see revealed. Well, what do we have here? Another boy getting into something that he shouldn't have. Don't you know that gets you killed? He slams Naruto into a wall, but then he hears someone coming. Well, it's your lucky day then. He knocks Naruto out and he leaves the room. When Naruto wakes up, he was in a jail cell. What? What's going on? This is when another man would walk from the shadows. It was Danzo. Why did you kill my men? What are you talking about, old man? Where's that man from last night? What are you going on about, boy? Naruto then explains what happened to Danzo, but he doesn't believe him at all. He's framed for the death of many shinobi and for the loss of one of the Leaf's greatest maps. It was a treasure map of some sort that was passed down from the 4th Hokage. But where could it lead to? Months go on, and Naruto was locked inside here, wondering when he would be let out. One of those nights is where everything changed. It was a night during a full moon. Guards were taken down outside as Naruto backs into the corner of the room and activates his silver eyes, seeing a man creep around the corner. His white hood causes Naruto to remember the man who killed his father figure, as he was also wearing a hood. This man then uses a hidden blade to break Naruto free and get closer to him. Naruto attacks the man, but he's thrown against a wall. Damn you! I'll kill you for what you did. The white hooded figure then goes to punch Naruto, who would dodge, and lands a kick that sends him stumbling back. Not half bad for a kid your size. But I've come for what's around your neck, so just give it to me. Naruto looks down at his necklace and remembers why he was given it, or the last words of someone close to him. Why should I give you my necklace if it's something that my father left to me? It's all I have left now anyway. Your father left you that? Who is your father? Naruto then sighs, saying he doesn't know, but he was told that by someone he trusts more than anyone else in the world. The figure then looks at Naruto's eyes, which were silver. Now, no. You're the Namikaze's boy, aren't you? Come with me. We have to go. Naruto then hears people talking on the outside, wondering what he should do, as he follows this strange man who leads him out of the room. They're being chased from the Leaf Village into a forest, as they end up making it to a waterfall. Alright, kid. Let's see what you got. I'll see you at the bottom. The hooded figure then jumps from the tall waterfall with his arms out, taking a leap of faith. He's crazy. There's no way he just survived that. Naruto then turns around, seeing the Hokage and Shinobi behind him. Come back, Naruto. Why didn't you come visit me? Naruto, I can explain. I've just been... Hiruzen then watches as Naruto throws his leaf shirt to the ground. I'm no longer part of that accursed place. Naruto takes his chances, jumping off in the same way, leaping into the water below. When he awakes, he was coughing up water, but he sees the man was standing there. You truly were fated to become an assassin. What are you going on about? And what do you know about my father? Boy, your father was a master and assassin who taught many our ways. He was stationed in the Leaf Village and surprisingly became the Kage of that place. Many others were also there, but our numbers seemed to die down because of the Templars. Your father was something special, I could tell that you'll be just like him. But let's run along and meet with the Order in this area to discuss important matters. As they travel, Naruto learns more about this figure, but once they get close, Naruto is blindfolded before taken to the Order. He stands below the council that looks down upon him with heavy judgment. Naruto Namikaze, son of Master Assassin Minato. Do you wish to become an assassin? Naruto remains silent. What does it mean to become an assassin? I praise you for that question, as children that age don't typically think that way. The Creed is a group that fights for what is right from the shadows. We protect those who cannot protect themselves. We expose corruption to the world, and we work to correct it. Tell me, is it possible to find out a reason why someone close to me was killed? Yes, we can help you even do that, but do not seek vengeance, as this will lead to hatred and rash decisions that may cost many lives. Don't focus on vengeance. That's gonna be hard, as that's all that's racing through my mind right now. But if I'm able to learn how to not do that, I'll accept then. Naruto Namikaze, welcome to the Brotherhood. Since you are young, you will be under the guidance of a close mentor who will accompany you, who you will accompany on missions until the time arises. Your training will begin and continue. Naruto nods before he heads out into a room that is his own. This is where he sees robes that were already there, as if they had this planned. The colors were orange and black, fitting his own personal style. Naruto puts them on and then throws the hood over his head before heading outside for his first training session. The man in white arrives. You saved me, but who are you? The name is Auditore. Ezio Auditore. You can just address me as your mentor. Naruto bows, thanking him. You want to thank me? Become strong enough so that you can save someone like yourself one day. Naruto then smiled with that goal in mind. Alright, let's begin with movement. An assassin moves through the shadows without being detected. I've set up targets around the area for you to take down. Since you haven't earned your own hidden blade, be creative. Naruto jumps into the trees, getting over the first target. He jumps down, wrapping his legs around its neck and then slamming it onto its stomach. Naruto then looks around, seeing the other ones jumping back into the trees. After he takes down all of them, he walks back to Ezio, who tells him that he did great. He ruffles the boy's hair with a smile, and time begins to pass on quickly. Before we know it, Naruto was already 12, as his status had also improved to an assassin apprentice. And his skills, they were also improving sharply and fast. So much so that he was even able to accompany Ezio on his next mission. As they set out, Naruto looked towards his right arm, which now had his own hidden blade on it. Be proud of it. It's a weapon that kills quickly and decides your own fate if not used correctly. Feel honored you get to use it at such a young age. Yes, master. They continue to travel, and when night falls, they were overlooking a camp. Use your eagle vision to see them, Naruto. Naruto's eyes then turn to silver as he looks forward, seeing the people down below. Remember, our blades do not make contact with the flesh of the innocent. Focus on finding information. Naruto nods, placing his blade on his waist. He swings from branch to branch and jumps into bushes near a tent. He listens to two men in guard-like outfits as they continue to walk by. Now that we have info, let's make sure to close out this deal. As they walk away, Naruto sneaks into a nearby tent. He uses the tablecloth to cover his movements as he gets next to a guard and knocks him out. Naruto then looks down, reading the documents. After analyzing him, he realizes that there's a hidden group being formed in the shadows, and they're beginning to ally with the rogue shinobi and the Templars. That's strange. Could the Templars really find a way to make a rogue shinobi aid them? They're loose cannons after all. Naruto exits this smaller tent and heads towards a larger one. He follows the guards closely, not being seen. As he sneaks towards the entrance, the two guards that stood on the outside, well, Naruto was able to use his eagle vision to see his master on the other side. Ezio then does a hand signal towards Naruto, who smiles. Brilliant. A dual takedown is good thinking, master. Naruto and Ezio jump out together, pulling their respective guards to the ground and finishing them with the hidden blade. Both then walk into the tent and see guards. Well, we'll see the guards left the man there in fancy clothing by himself. So, the assassins reveal themselves once again. It seems you even have an apprentice. Isn't that odd? This boy seems to also be a mere child. Can he even become a proper assassin at that age? Naruto sighs, looking towards his master, watching the guards then come from the other side of the tent. Leave the one with the big mouth. Well, I'll leave him to you, master. His underlings will be handled by me. Ezio then smiles. Will do. Naruto pulls out his blade and rushes at both of the guards. He jumps onto the table and deflects an attack from behind him, kicking the man away as he rolls onto the swing of another blade, and he slices his neck with his hidden blade. The other guard is infuriated and runs at Naruto, trying to kill him. His ignorance and rage gives Naruto the perfect opportunity to then impale him with his long sword. May your soul rest easy. Naruto looks back at Ezio, disarming the man before putting his blade to his throat. Naruto then watches his master begin an interrogation. Who have you Templars teamed up with? Well, where's the fun in that? If I told you, that would ruin all of it. Ezio tries to further question him, but it doesn't work at all. But before he's killed, Naruto steps in front of his master, stopping him. May I try before we discard of this life? Oh, does the little man want to try to take down his first Templar? Getting arrogant, aren't we, boy? Naruto punches him in the stomach, sending him to his knees. They then make eye contact, and Naruto's red eyes send him to a dark abyss. The man is then sent to a city where a giant fox rages on and tries to crush him. The man screams for help before being brought to a different reality where the fox sits with the assassin boy on its head. You've got one chance to tell me what you know, or I'll feed your soul to him. What? No, you can't possibly be serious. Where did you even acquire a beast like that? You've wasted too much of my time. Naruto releases the genjutsu and looks down at the man. He then activates his hidden blade, going to stab into him, but he yells out for him to wait, saying that he'll tell him a hint. A hint? I don't need a hint. I need direct information. No need at all, actually. I found all your other documents while you were unconscious. Naruto hears this from his master, and hears him saying, let's go. What shall I do with him? Finish him. I've made my mistakes in my life. Leaving someone like that alive will only allow them to do more damage to you and your loved ones. I promise. I really do. I won't do harm to anyone else ever again. Naruto then pulls out his hidden blade, cutting the man's head clean off with it. Those are the words of a man desperate to save himself rather than to save others, and I don't listen to that. Naruto then catches up to his master, listening to another story about his life. This was one about his failures rather than his victories. Naruto took everything that was said to him to heart, as Ezio was more than just a mentor to him, as he became like a father almost. They returned to the Brotherhood successful, and Naruto was commended for his help in this mission. Ezio brings forth the documents that they have gathered, and the council begins decoding them. Naruto kneeled, asking if he could go back to the training grounds, as the council would praise his dedication and skills, and allow it. Naruto thanks them before walking away. After he's gone, Ezio himself praised the boy, and he's also praised from the council for his training. They say he can even become a master assassin before he reaches the age of 20. Ezio stops him there. I do not wish that for Naruto. He's still young and inexperienced, and oftentimes he seems to be hard-headed. He pushes his body to its breaking point. He is an amazing assassin, yes. And even for his first mission, I was surprised, and he didn't let any of his emotions cloud his judgment. But deep down, that is the persona that he has created. Deep down, there's a boy who is scared. What do you mean by scared? An assassin should have no fear of death. He's not afraid to die. No, I wish it was that simple. Naruto? He's afraid of being abandoned like he was in his old home. He doesn't want the Brotherhood to completely turn on him. The assassins sit there for a moment and tell Ezio to do whatever it takes to make sure that Naruto feels as if he was safe here and his spot as an assassin was secure. They cannot afford to have another Shay Cormac on their hands, especially that boy who maybe even could surpass Ezio or even reach the level of Altair. That is my wish, that he will become a leader better than all of us. We pan to Naruto, who was holding his blade and moving through an area where he had set up targets. As he runs through, one of them pops up and Naruto cuts off his head swiftly. He continues to do more from the same, even having some fall down from branches. After he cuts through at least 30 targets, he would stop. Pretty impressive, kid. I've heard lots about you. Naruto turned, seeing an assassin in blue and white. From the look of his face, he couldn't be more than 25 years old. Naruto kneels, knowing that he was a master. Good intuition, but I'm a little more laid back than the rest of them. I was on my way to the council when I saw you training. Your movements, they're fast and deadly. There's no hesitation in your strikes. But I also stopped because of that hair color. It's so distinct. A bright yellow may give you away as an assassin, don't you think? What is your name? Naruto Namikaze. Oh, Minato's boy. Where is my old friend anyway? Another voice is then heard. He's passed away, Arno. Ezio then walks from the shadows, smiling at the other master. So, he has. And he's left his son to the order. Smart. No, I rescued that boy and have taken him under my wing. Well, isn't that a shock? I thought Minato would be your final student. Well, in any case, do something about his hair. A Templar will target him just based on the color. Arno walks off waving as he heads to the council building, and Ezio looks down at Naruto. Come with me. Naruto follows his master to another town where they purchase black hair dye for his hair. Once the color is in, Naruto looks into the mirror. What do you think? Do I still look like myself to you, Master? Yes, of course you do, Naruto. Then it's perfect. The two leave, heading back to the Order, where Naruto continues his training for another week or so until he's given a mission. Naruto stands there before the council with his master. We've received word of a Templar organization controlling the Land of Waves. The Templar in that location seems to be inexperienced and new to their order, but we need you to find out what they are doing and what they're trying to hide in that area. Naruto, you will complete this mission alone. Ezio then gains a shocked expression. The boy hasn't even hit puberty yet you ask him to do battle alone? Ezio, calm down. He is capable enough to do this alone. Naruto then stands before his master could retaliate once again. May I speak? Yes, Naruto. Go ahead. If I'm able to do this mission on my own, may I gain access to the documents kept by my father and his belongings? The members of the council then smile, allowing it, and wishing the assassin apprentice luck. Naruto then exits, with Ezio following him. Naruto, are you sure you can do this? I will do what is right for the people, not myself. Master, I will return, and if I do not, keep this safe. Naruto then gives him the necklace with the golden pendant, and he speeds off. Naruto then calls out for Fenrir, as a large wolf then approaches him. He gives the wolf a treat and hops on his back. Let's go. Naruto rides day and night, arriving outside a small town where they had boats and docks. Thanks. He then hands the wolf some more food, and he tells it to stay here. Stay out of sight until I come back. Naruto pets the wolf, and then waits for night to fall before he moves once again. He notices on the larger boat, with more supplies and larger crates. He slips past the townspeople onto this boat and puts himself in a rice crate. Now, all I have to do is wait. Early in the morning, Naruto hears multiple people get on board, and he feels someone else sit on top of the crate that he was in. So, what kind of work does the boss got us in for when we arrive? Another voice then speaks up as well. After we deliver these supplies, we'll have to reinforce the camp. Why the hell does he want us to do that? You and me both know the assassins are on our plans, and they catch on quickly. Gato just wants to make sure that we tread carefully. Yeah, whatever. He's just scared of the people that hide in the shadows. Oh no, an assassin might get me. That old fool. And watch what you say about him, or he'll sick his rogue shinobi on you. I'm a skilled fighter. Anyone he has cannot beat me. You say that now until you meet Zabuza. Wait, are you talking about the rogue Jonin Miss Shinobi? Who stole the executioner's blade? Yeah, who else? The one and only follows Gato. I thought he was killed off by now. No, man. They work for Gato. Well, they? Who else are you talking about? There's also this masked person who doesn't really speak up too much. Oh. And he's as strong as Zabuza? Yeah, they're around the same strength. The man then gets chills down his spine. The ship would then dock soon after, and the men begin taking off the supplies. When Naruto's box is brought to land and he hears that the men are going to take a break, once they're gone, he jumps out looking around. Good. That means I have time to look around and find some clues. Naruto throws on his hood and begins to walk around looking for anything that would lead him to Gato. He notices people of the town are malnourished and they seem to be slave workers. Naruto watches from the shadows as a child is punished for not moving as fast as the adults. He manages to calm his rage, but he says he cannot let them know that he's here yet. Sorry, kid, but I'll save you as soon as I can. It's a promise. Naruto keeps moving through the shadows until he finds a man that fits the description of Zabuza. He looks down at him from a rooftop, wondering if he should follow him or take him out. Would this lead him to the Templar? Naruto watches as Zabuza leaves the area soon after, but he chooses not to follow. Instead, he ambushes an enforcer and drags him to the shadows. Naruto was holding him in a chokehold, which didn't allow him to scream, as he only allowed him to talk softly. Where is Gato? He's in his mansion, most likely. Where's that? It's outside of the town. It's huge, you can't miss it. You better be right. Please, let me go. I can't allow you to expose my presence just yet. Naruto stabs his neck with the hidden blade while covering his mouth and then drags his body far away. Good. Now, I know where I need to go. But first I need to head back to the boat. Naruto slowly makes his way back in that direction, but sees no one yet. He jumps on the back, and he begins to look around, finding documents. Wait a minute, these aren't just documents. They're letters. I better send these back to the Brotherhood. Naruto then places them in his pouch, and as soon as he does, he hears footsteps coming. He goes next to the door, hiding behind it. As soon as a man enters, he covers his mouth, and he's killed. Naruto then ties a sandbag to his ankle, throwing his body into the water. Naruto would get off the boat, noticing that night was beginning to fall once again. After reading the letters and documents, he realizes that Gato works for another Templar that goes by the name the Snake. His real identity remains hidden, but Naruto knows that they work together a lot. Naruto then heads towards a large building that he could see from a hill, and he notices that there were guards walking that way as well. Naruto follows them close from the shadows and is led to the home of Gato. The building itself resembled a castle more than anything. Naruto would then use his eagle vision to see around the building, noticing that there was more people than he expected. He then decides to go through the side of the building rather than the front, as it'll be too risky. Naruto makes his way around the large building and notices that where he was, there were only a couple of guards that were out there on their posts. However, below was water that separated the land and the building itself, making it harder for him to get inside. So, he would look around and notice a pretty tall tree. He climbs it and gets to one of its branches, jumping across, and after landing on the outskirts of the building, he runs towards one of the guards, slide tackling him, then stabbing him with his hidden blade. Naruto then looks from his point to see that there was a window that was open. He then scales the building. As he gets even higher, he jumps into that window, and then he overhears people that are coming from around the corner. They walk into the room, but Naruto was hidden behind a bookshelf. One would leave the room and closes the door as he does so, as the other stands at the window. Naruto kills the one at the window and sees that there were 5 more guards on this floor as well. He sneaks out of the room, killing each one of them. As he gets down to the lower floor, he uses the chandeliers to stay at the high ground, as this is when he notices Gato walk into the room. As soon as he was right under Naruto, the boy jumps down with his hidden blade at the ready. However, the flat side of a large blade sends him crashing into the wall. Thank you, Zabuza. Look at what we have here. A child assassin. Well, there's a first time for everything. Kill him quickly. We don't know if the true assassin is still lurking around. Zabuza holds up his blade, and tells Naruto to stand and fight with honor. Naruto takes out his own and gets ready. The rogue shinobi swings it down at him, but Naruto is fast, and he dodged this, cutting across the chest of Zabuza, who turns, punching Naruto, knocking him off balance before kicking him back. Naruto gets up, running towards him with his blade, only to be put in the water prison jutsu. Naruto begins to drown in this moment as he borrows the powers of the Nine Tails, then escape. That was close. Thanks, Kurama. Naruto holds his blade tight, taking a deep breath, focusing on his target. He uses the phantom blades to shoot out the lights, and he slams smoke bombs to the ground. Such an assassin. Fighting from the shadows as if I won't find you, boy. You're in way over your head coming here alone. Naruto's blade is then blocked, but Naruto himself isn't there. Zabuza then turns, realizing it was a trick, but the boy still isn't there. Naruto then stabs his hidden blade into his heart. You believe that I attack from your blind side because I'm an assassin. But you forgot to take into account an assassin trains to be unpredictable. Curse you. Naruto grabs his blade, standing back up and following the footsteps of Gato using his eagle vision. It leads him to a locked room as Naruto jumps out of the window and he climbs around. He breaks into the room through another window, and the guards in front of him would rush. Naruto dodges their blades and kills them with his sword. He makes it closer to Gato, and he throws the blade to the ground. The man begins to beg for his life, but Naruto punches him in the face. He grabs his head and then slams it into the desk before throwing him into the corner. Who is the snake? I don't know who he is. All I know is he pays me for the shipment of my workers. Why does he want the people shipped to him? I don't really know. I was just told by my higher-ups. You disgust me. Who are the higher-ups then? They're a mixed group of Templars and rogue shinobi. They align their ideals for some sort of plan to wage war. Just please let me go. Naruto kicks him in the head, breaking his face on the window. After he then stabs him with the hidden blade, he lets his body fall all the way to the ground outside. Naruto then begins to go through his letters and documents, taking them for himself. Naruto then looks up, leaping to the side, dodging ice spikes that shoot out of the building. What the hell? Who's there? From the door, we see a figure with a mask that shoots more ice towards the boy who would barely dodge it. Damn, that ability sure is a pain in the ass. Naruto then kicks the desk towards the dark figure who creates an ice wall to block. They would make the wall go down and then look forward, seeing no one there. From the side, Naruto appears and swings his blade, but it's blocked. He's then cut on his side instead. He jumps back, wiping his robe, seeing the blood on his hand. Damn. More ice then comes at Naruto, forcing him to the roof of the building. The masked figure then jumps up there as well. You'll pay for what you did to him. Revenge will only lead you further down the wrong path. Can't you see what's being done to the people of this town? Doesn't it go against your ideals and morals? Can't you feel their pain and suffering? The masked man stays silent and sends ice towards Naruto, who dodges the attacks. I have to close the distance between the two of us. Naruto sends out another phantom blade, but it's blocked. Haku then sees the blade of Naruto right next to him. He's quick. He then ducks under, and ice will cut a deep wound in his side, causing Naruto to grit his teeth. I can't stop here. Naruto then slams his hidden blade into Haku's shoulder. He grabs his right arm, pulling out the blade and then stabbing it into his chest. However, Naruto's shoulder is also stabbed by ice. He looks down at Haku, who is coughing up blood, wishing hell upon the boy. Keep my spot nice and warm for me then. Naruto finishes the job and rips the ice from his shoulder. Blood begins pouring out, but Naruto applies pressure to stop the bleeding, and he wraps his shoulder with the cloak of Haku. He then heads off into the town before setting the home of Gato on fire. Naruto begins to limp his way to the town, holding his side. I wish I was done, but I'm not yet. He pulls out his blade and hunts down every last member who followed Gato. After killing the last one, Naruto would stand there tired. I did it. He falls to the ground flat on his back, falling unconscious. As when the boy wakes up, he was in a bed. Wait, where am I? A woman then walks into the room, seeing Naruto cover his face with the sheets. I've already seen your face, kid. There's no more point in hiding it. Naruto sighs, and he takes it off. He goes to grab his clothes, seeing that she brought them to him. But he notices his shoulder begins to hurt once again. Since the wound was so deep, it was taking Kurama a little bit longer to heal it, but it would be done soon. She helps Naruto put on his clothes, and he straps his hidden blade along with his belt. He sheathes his sword and throws the hood over his head. You all are free now. I'm going. What? You can't leave with those injuries. I'll be fine. Just make sure you help the people of this place. Don't allow another person to do this to your home. Take pride in where you live. Naruto then jumps out of the window, beginning his way all the way back to the dock where the boat was. As he was leaving, he noticed the crates still on the boat. Well, some of them at least. So he takes them off, leaving the dock, and he lets it float all the way back. Once he could see the other dock, Naruto pulls out his blade. I almost forgot they controlled this port too. The ship eventually stops and the men begin boarding, wondering where the crew was. As one enters the back, he's killed and a loud scream is heard. This causes more to run, but they all find a trail of blood that leads them downstairs to the bottom of the boat. As they move with caution, one of them is taken out in a brutal way. After finishing the last one, Naruto begins to head back up. He exclaims to the people that they now own this as well. This is their home, and they have to protect it now that he'll be leaving. Naruto heads up the hill and finds Fenrir. Thanks for waiting on me. Let's go. Naruto hops on the wolf and begins his journey back to the Brotherhood. When he arrives, many people begin to wave and smile at him, and as he enters the council room, he takes off his hood. They notice the scratches that he has on his outfit and face. How did the mission go? It was a success. I've learned many things. Gato was working under a Templar by the name of the Snake. I have information on the location that, well, he last sent people, but it changes each time. I believe he is even more dangerous. The people themselves have also been freed from his rule, alongside Zabuza and Gato being dead. I present the council with the documents that I've retrieved. Naruto pulls out his bag, and he unrolls the papers, handing them to an older assassin that takes him up to the council. Naruto Namikaze, you've done well. We see that you've taken some heavy injuries from this mission, so rest until we call for you again. Thank you. Naruto then exits the room and goes outside where his master stood with Fenrir. Glad to see you made it back in one piece. Yes, it wasn't as hard as you believed it to be. Naruto walks up to him with a smile, but his cloak is pulled down, revealing the bandages on his body. If it wasn't that hard, what are these injuries? I got hit with a surprise attack after killing Gato. That's all. It seems it was more than just that, Naruto. You're strong, but don't be afraid to fight head on. Your opponents will automatically underestimate you due to your size. This gives you an advantage in battle, whether you realize it or not. Tomorrow, we will continue your training. Yes, sir. Naruto then walks away and bows to Arno, who walks to Ezio. Hello there, old friend. I've heard the great news about that boy's last mission. He's something special, isn't he? already taking Templars down at the age of 12. I worry for the boy, however. Why is that? He's very gifted, yet I believe he overthinks a situation, leading to him being caught off guard and injured. He may not show it yet, but I know that boy craves vengeance just as we have. Tell me about it. But I think Naruto's different. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. In what way, Arno? Because if this old man can recall, you were a rebel who stole from others. Not in that way, of course, but I can tell he seeks adventure. Maybe one day, you can take him to one of the other brotherhoods to show him around the world. It'll be good to see how each of them operates. That could be beneficial. Anyway, these Templars in the Land of Fire seem to be moving very cautious. They know we're hot on their trail, so they cover their tracks well. But soon we'll catch up to them. Luckily for us, Naruto was able to take down one of them that wasn't very capable. So, this will help us find the men in charge. Ezio thinks back to Minato and remembers that after he left the order, he was trained by a man named Jiraiya, the Toad Sage. Ezio then connects the dots immediately and heads to the council with Arno. He presents the evidence at hand, connecting the snake to possibly being Orochimaru, the snake Sanin. The council thanks him for his quick work and say they will look into it. Once they figure out his location, they might be forced to send a couple of assassins to take him down, so they tell him to stay on standby. Late at night, Ezio begins walking to his room when he hears noises coming from the training hall. He then walks in to see Naruto training with one of the guards. Ezio leans over the railing, looking down and watching them. Naruto swings his blade, blocking the guard from behind him, as he then swings it while not even turning around. The guard is barely able to block this attack and tries to sweep Naruto's legs. However, Naruto flips and throws his blade, running. Well, it lands in a training dummy. He then lands on the flat part of the blade, looking down at his opponent. The guard rushes Naruto, who jumps off, using his hidden blade to gain his attention. The guard instinctively goes to block the hidden blade, as Naruto sees this, grabbing the head of the guard and slamming it into his knee. Naruto then lands on the ground, looking at the guard who was leaking blood from his nose. Naruto takes his blade from the dummy that was standing next to him, and he sees the two other guards arrive as well. Good. I thought you were just going to stand there once you arrived here. Ezio was impressed. Not only did Naruto take what he said to heart in his fighting style, but his fighting style was so different than anything he's ever seen. He combines the traditional sword style with his movements to create a style that truly cannot be predicted, as each move could end with a deadly strike. Now he plans to fight against all three assassin-trained guards? This kid is more than just a prodigy. Naruto closes his eyes and appears right in front of Kurama. He kneels before the fox. May you bless me once again with your use of your chakra. Just take it, brat. Thanks. Naruto then gains a slim cloak of chakra, focusing it to his blade. Naruto then flips the blade, holding it like a dagger. He swings it, causing a wave of chakra to come off and cut through the ground. The guards scatter to avoid the attack, and Ezio was shaken to his core by this display of power. Someone then places his hand on his shoulder. He then turns to see the face of Arno. Isn't that incredible? I told him about the Sword of Eden, and he began to study it. Creating a replica his own way is truly amazing. It seems to almost have equal destructive force. You told the boy about a piece of Eden? Do you know how dangerous that could be? Have you not seen that necklace that he wears? That key is a piece of Eden itself. Although, I don't think I've ever heard of a key before. Ezio sighs, as when the two look back down, they see all the guards unconscious laying there. Naruto stands there, with steam visible on his body. He looks at his sword, wondering if he could use even more of Kurama's power to enhance the strength of the blade. The two master assassins jump down and Naruto bows to them, and Arno begins to laugh. He's a little too formal, don't you think, Ezio? The boy has manners, unlike you from your youth. Ezio then begins laughing to himself as he tells his apprentice to stand. Your fighting style is something I've never seen before. Thank you, master, but I wouldn't say that's the only thing you haven't seen before. What are you talking about? Naruto rolls down his sleeves, revealing his hidden blade, as he would take it off, and he puts on a different one from his bag. He holds it up towards the top of the railing, and it shoots out, wrapping around, and as soon as Naruto presses a button, his body's propelled towards that way, as now he hangs from the side, looking down at both masters. Ezio asks Naruto when he developed this, as it's astonishing. And Naruto takes Ezio and Arno to his room. From under Naruto's bed, he pulls out a bag and suitcases with different weapons and tools. Arno and Ezio go through them, and Ezio finds a small pin. As he clicks it, it forms the hilt of a blade. Sorry, I was not finished yet. It's kinda harder than the rest of them. Naruto? No, this is amazing. You think so? Some are really still prototypes, but the one on my wrist is completely finished. As Naruto hands it to them and Arno asks if the blade could be used as a lethal weapon still. Naruto tells them that it's still pretty strong and can be used to assassinate. He just wanted it to have mobility as well. Arno then asked if he could have one made as well, and to see if it would pull him as it did for Naruto. I'd have to work on it myself, but I think I could make a stronger one than the one that I have now. I never asked, but does the Brotherhood have a workshop or development group? Ezio and Arno look at each other and then back at Naruto, shaking their heads no. Oh, I see. I thought we did. Ezio leaves the room and presents this idea to the Brotherhood Council as well. They like the sound of it, but they need to first focus on the man known as the Snake and see what his connection is to the rest of the Templars. They tell Ezio once the boy becomes a true assassin, they will allow him to be the head of the assassin's technical branch. Ezio thanks them, and he returns to Naruto with the good news. Weeks begin to go by until the assassins get word of the Snake making his move. Ezio, Naruto, Arno, and a couple other assassins are called before the High Council. The Snake is moving to attack the village hidden in the leaves. All of you need to stop the attack from happening and take him down. Gain as much information as you can on the Templars and their plans. The group then heads out into the night, beginning to explore the Land of Fire. Ezio and Arno decides they will head into the Leaf Village first to see what was going on there. The group spreads out, looking around the village, as this was around the time the Chunin exams were starting to begin. Naruto was with Arno, and the two of them were tailing a boy with glasses. We watch as he uses a small snake that begins to head into another building. Naruto and Arno then split up as Naruto follows the snake and Arno would keep track of the boy. Naruto is led to a building where the snake makes it in. There was only one other person in there, as he began to write down whatever the snake relayed to him. Once Naruto heard him stop writing, he shoots his hidden blade into his chest, and he pulls himself towards him. As he gets closer, he punches the man to the ground, with his mouth being covered in blood. Naruto stands over him with no remorse in his eyes as he retracts the blade, and then he stabs him once again, finishing the job. Naruto looks over at the documents that stated where each member of the Grass and Sand Village was stationed. But who was he getting this information for? If I wasn't so rash, I could have asked him questions. But with this, it'll have to do for now. Naruto takes the papers and leaves the building. Arno then chases down the boy with glasses to a building where he decides to enter from the roof. He looks down to see a woman that was referred to as a snake by others. I can't act yet. I have to find out much more. Arno stays until the snake leaves the room, so he would as well. The assassins regroup, and Arno tells them what he found out, as it seems the snake and the grass, along with the sand, plan to attack Konoha, with their main target being the Hokage himself. But I haven't found out the reason why they want to take down the Hokage and take him out of power. Naruto then speaks up, showing the letters and documents that were supposed to be sent to Danzo. Ezio connects the dots. With Hiruzen out of power, Danzo can become the Hokage and do as he pleases, aiding the Templars. The Chunin exams begin tomorrow, so they should act now to take out the grass and Sand Shinobi. The next day, during the Forest of Death, the assassins decide to make their move. Naruto is accompanied by a random assassin while the rest go to hunt down the snake. Naruto heads in the direction of the Sand Shinobi by using his eagle vision. He catches up to them fast and stays in the trees above. Naruto watches the fight down below, and he watches as Gaara shows off how strong he truly is. Naruto notes their age and how they could be similar in it, and how if he had stayed the same, he'd be a Genin by now, taking the Chunin exams as well. Naruto then motions for the other assassin to drop down with him. Both stab their hidden blades into Gaara, who dies from this aerial assault. Temari and Kankuro are mortified by this and begin to attack them, but they move fast, dashing back into the shadows. Naruto shoots out his hidden blade, stabbing Kankuro, and Temari runs to help her sibling, but she's killed as well. Naruto would finish off Kankuro and uses his eagle vision to find out where his master was at. Naruto and the other assassin begin to run in that area, and it leads them to seeing the final moments between the battle of Kabuto and Orochimaru against Arno and Ezio. Orochimaru pulls his secret weapon, summoning the first and second Hokage to the battlefield to mask his escape. Naruto jumps down onto Kabuto's shoulder, flipping him to the ground. Naruto then stabs his chest before he could react, and now looks forward at the other two former Kage. So, this was it. This is why he constantly had people sent to him, to experiment on them for this jutsu. I can't let him live. Naruto's eyes turn red, and chakra surrounds his blade. He swings it without hesitation, causing destruction to the things around him. The first and second Hokage attempt to block these attacks, but Ezio and Arno cut off their arms before they could react, as this is when they would be sliced in half by Naruto's wave of chakra. The group then looks down with their eagle vision to try and track Orochimaru, but no tracks could be found. If this Templar was so skilled to cover his tracks, the other ones can do so as well. Naruto contemplates on all the information at hand and tries to figure out where he would go, but nothing comes to mind at all. Ezio then makes the decision that the group will stay stationed in the village just in case the attack still does happen, but if not, they will return to the Brotherhood. Days go by, and the exams would conclude, but nothing out of the ordinary happens, so the assassins return back to base. Ezio believes Orochimaru is went into hiding, so they'll have to wait until he tries to take down Hiruzen or the Leaf once again. As for Danzo, they know he won't make any fast decisions based on how he's moved up until this point, as the time skip would happen here as well, and at the age of 14, Naruto officially becomes an assassin. This is where he begins his development of a lot of weapons and tools for the Brotherhood. His most successful was the projectile hidden blade. With this, the assassins could scale buildings faster, swing to different areas, and their fighting styles had improved greatly. One day, the Brotherhood Council gets a letter from the leader of an assassin group known as the Hidden Ones. Their leader requested for backup in the Land of Wind. Naruto is sent there for his first true test as an assassin. Naruto begins to gather his things to head off, as he now dons a new suit similar to his old one. The orange was darker, and he even had a mask that covered his mouth and nose. He throws on his hood as he looks back at his master Ezio, who then walked into the room. "You've grown a lot, Naruto. You've truly become a great assassin." "Thank you, master. I one day wish to become like you." "Do not limit yourself, my apprentice. Have goals that even succeed my previous accomplishments." Naruto smirks, walking out of the room and heading to Fenrir, who is much bigger. Naruto gets on and heads out to the Land of Wind. He rides day and night until he arrives in the sandy wasteland. Fenrir stops for a moment, sensing something, as Naruto looks up to see a bird floating above them. He then catches an arrow, and he looks to his right, seeing an older man begin to walk towards him. And he puts his bow on his back. "You must be who the Brotherhood sent." "Name?" "Naruto Namikaze." Naruto hands the arrow back to him, and the two make eye contact, as the man would note Naruto's fierce eyes that seem to be staring into his soul. "Who is your mentor?" "Ezio Auditore." The man stares on with amazement. "So that's why you were sent here. My old friend wanted to show off his final student to me. Follow me, Naruto." The boy and his wolf are led to another sandy area where a door was revealed. After this is when they all head inside, and Naruto is taken around this base. So, the name The Hidden Ones wasn't just a name after all. Yes, we take it very seriously. We are sort of assassins, but think of us as a branch leeching off of the assassins that helps the Brotherhood. My name is Bayek, and I'm one of the founders of all of this. Naruto kneels, saying that he is at his service. "Thank you. Now come with me, as there's much to discuss." Naruto is taken to a room where there are papers all over the wall, as Naruto sees pictures of all different people in black and red outfits with hoods as well. This group is known as the Akatsuki. Their leaders consist of 3 people who are also Templars. One is a man named Pain. Another goes by the name of Toby. And the final one is a man you may know about. Shay Cormac leads this organization alongside many other Templars. They have some sort of plan that involves the 9-tailed beast. We just haven't been able to figure out what that is yet. I have information on the Akatsuki members that plan to invade this land and village, so I've decided to take them out before they strike. This is where you come into play. Invade this location and find out as much as you can to why they do want the tailed beast. Naruto nods, studying the map that he was given alongside many of the pictures and the pictures of his 2 targets, Datara and Sasori. This won't be hard at all. Let's move out, Fenrir. Naruto heads out and moves quickly through the land at night. It takes him only a couple days to find the base that was set up by the Templars and the Akatsuki. Naruto looks down with his eagle vision to then scout the area. Why are there so many of them here? I thought the attack was just going to be by a small group. No, they're not just planning an attack to capture the Jinchuriki. They're planning to take down the Sand Village as well. Naruto jumps down to a rooftop, looking down, trying to find just anything, as he overhears a conversation between 2 men in robes talking about Datara and how he needs more supplies for his art, as he plans to show off at a gallery that he's hosting in the main hall building. Hearing this, Naruto moved through the shadows towards the building. Soon he began to scale it, finding the entrance through the roof. As Naruto gets above in the frame, looking down at all the paintings below, Naruto keeps moving until he enters a room where the supplies for the gallery were. Naruto jumps down looking at all the paintings, as there were 10 of them in the room. Each seemed to be of some sort of beast-like face. Even though the colors were scattered along the canvas, monsters could be formed if Naruto looked hard enough. Naruto even went down the line and found one that resembled the Ninetales. Wait a minute. Activating his eagle vision, looking back at each painting, he truly saw each tailed beast. As soon as he got to the final one, he seemed to be confused. What? I thought there was only 9. Where could this beast come from? Naruto looks around the room for more clues but can't find any at all. He then goes back into hiding, waiting for Deidara. He continued from room to room and actually finds Sasori. There were many guards around the room, so he was forced to take each one of them down one by one until he was able to sneak into the room that Sasori was in, getting behind him and slamming his hidden blade into him. Naruto looks down, seeing a puppet-like body as the real Sasori emerges and begins to attack Naruto with his own puppets. Naruto pulls out his blade to defend, cutting through each of them that gets in his way. Naruto then makes no mistake and leaves no openings. He can't afford that type of failure now. He's an assassin. He has to put his life on the line for what he believes in. Naruto gets closer to Sasori and swings his blade only for more puppets to then grab his arm. Naruto is then kicked back and sent flying, but as he flies through the air, he extends his arm out. Better late than never. His hidden blade launches towards the throat of Sasori, and it stabs through it. As he's then transported to a white-like world or dimension, where Sasori stands there not too far away from him. Naruto then confronts him. Where's Deidara? And what do his paintings mean? Who knows? He's a crazy person after all. If you continue to seek him, maybe you will even be driven to his madness as well. So, this is the end for me. Taken out by a mere childlike assassin. Yeah, you could say that. But you should take it as an honor. An honor? What an arrogant child. Well, it is my fault for being defeated so easily. What a crafty trick that was. A hidden blade that launches towards its target. Who could have known? Well, track carefully, young assassin. Going for the artist may stain your own canvas red. Naruto appears, back in the room looking down at Sasori. He keeps moving, cutting down anyone that he finds. It all leads to a room where Deidara stands alone. Naruto walks in, with his blade and arm covered in blood. No more hiding. Let's finish this here. But of course, assassin, tell me, what do you define as art? Naruto rushes in, not answering the question. A clay bird then explodes near him, causing him to roll away. Art is truly an explosion. I'll make sure you remember that. Naruto begins to combat Deidara, only to find out that these explosions are coming from all directions. He's not even able to keep up with them and avoid them. And he uses the power given from the Ninetales to then increase his speed and blitz Deidara. After receiving many cuts across his chest, Deidara begins to panic. More explosions begin to go off one after the other. Naruto's able to recover quickly, as this would lead to him being able to cut off the ear of Deidara. He begins to shout at Naruto until he's stabbed in the chest by the hidden blade. Once again, Naruto enters this futuristic-like world and talks to Deidara. Tell me, What do those paintings of the tailed beast truly mean? I see. So, you've discovered my telling of the beginning and the end. What are you talking about? Each tailed beast will be used to create an even stronger beast, and using its power, all life on this planet shall be changed. In what way will it be changed? Even if I were to tell you about it, you wouldn't be able to understand. You won't even be able to understand the world's final canvas. Your brain would only explode in confusion. Naruto then opens his eyes, looking at the cold body lay on the ground. He then begins his journey back to Bayak, and on his way back, he's surrounded by Templars and 2 Akatsuki members, as he tells Fenrir to stay behind him, and he looks forward to see a black-haired man. Naruto throws a smoke bomb down, and a kunai, well, multiple of them, are sent flying in his last position. However, he had grabbed Fenrir and had used his hidden blade to pull himself forward. Naruto then swings, handing Fenrir his bag and tells the wolf to go to Bayak and give this to him. Naruto then turns around, waiting for the pursuers to catch up. Once they do, Naruto smirks, pulling his hood off of his head. Itachi looks down, remembering the face of this boy. Naruto Uzumaki. You're an assassin. It seems you already know my name, but I haven't come here to talk. I've come to kill those who threaten the people of this world. Naruto rushes in, but a Templar from the side blocks his blade. Another then kicks him into a tree, and Naruto is forced to dodge the blade of one more. He jumps back, putting something into his pocket. He then places it in his hands and turns, swinging it, as a razor-sharp wires then begin to cut through 6 people who were behind him. Kisame was a little bit faster as he gets through it, and he slams his blade onto Naruto. Luckily, the boy was able to just barely evade and cut the shark-like man across his chest. Itachi jumps in as Naruto was only able to hold his own against these 2 for a couple of strikes. As he begins to get overwhelmed, he decides to release more of the 9 tails and let it take control. This forces him into a 3-tailed state, which causes Itachi and Kisame to then retreat. Naruto begins to destroy the forest around this area until he's stopped by someone. When he awakens, he was in a bright area that had a calm breeze, and a toad jumps onto his lap as he sat up, slapping him on his head. Hey, what was that for? You've got a lot to learn. There's no reason an assassin like you should have lost control like that. Naruto stands up, ignoring the frog, as he uses his eagle vision, but notices it doesn't seem to be working. The toad then points out that this is a separate area from the world that he's used to. His Kekkei Genkai will not work here, as Naruto sighs, asking to be taken back. As if you could defeat the Akatsuki the way you are now. Naruto turns, seeing a man with long white hair. Who are you? Jiraiya then catches Naruto up to speed. After analyzing the situation, the boy then decides to learn Sage Mode. Once their training was complete, Naruto heads off, and then, after doing something else, he heads back to the Brotherhood alone. Jiraiya tries to get him to come back to the Leaf Village, but he isn't able to do so, as this doesn't work. Within the Brotherhood, they were being attacked by Templars, as their location was found out by Shay. Naruto appears, defending Arno, who was surrounded. Naruto slams his blade into the ground, standing up next to his friend. Naruto, where have you been? We believed you were dead. As if I died this early in my life. Here, I brought something to change the tide of the battle. Naruto tosses up something that was wrapped up. Arno catches it, feeling it, knowing exactly what it was. He gets flashbacks to the day Elise died, remembering how much pain this caused. He pulls off the cloth and swings the blade with force, causing lightning to come off of it. As Naruto then runs off, making it to his master who was battling against Shay. Each was old yet skillful. Ezio held the clear advantage until he was sent flying by a kick. Naruto would run to his aid, shooting the hidden blade at Shay, but he catches it, and before it hits him, he looks at Naruto's red eyes. He cuts off the cord as Naruto begins to reload the hidden blade. He's stopped by Shay as he begins talking. "So, Ezio, you've gained another apprentice. He's young. Does he know the truth about the assassins?" Naruto will unsheath his sword, and he begins rushing in. He swings it down, but it's blocked. However, from this clash alone, strong winds are sent around the area. "So, have you ever heard of the great disaster caused by the assassins?" Naruto dodges the blade of Shay, trying to strike him down, but Naruto slices right through him. But how? He's then hit in the chest, sent back. "About 25 years ago, I used to be an assassin myself. But did you ever find out the reason why I quit?" Naruto ignores his words and focuses on the battle at hand, as his clone from afar would enter Sage mode, causing his eyes to change as well. With this, Naruto begins to overwhelm Shay until the paths of pain jump in to stop him. Naruto here remains focused, relying on the jutsu that he knows to defeat the threat in front of him. Ezio jumps back into the battle, beginning to chase down Shay. Naruto, after some struggle, manages to defeat Pain somehow, and he now looks towards many others who are surrounded. Naruto would summon the Nine Tails, and all would turn to him, as the beast begins to roar, taking down any Templars who could not defend themselves. Soon, the main akatsuki were left, so Naruto made the beast vanish, as the master assassins began changing the tide of this battle. Naruto looks for his master but can't find him, as Arno would tell him that he's beginning to chase down the final one so that the job here could be finished. Naruto uses the eagle vision to track down the steps of both of them and begins to run in that direction. They enter a dark forest, which leads them to a strange building that was underground, as Naruto follows the blood trail down the stairs, leading to an even stranger room. Once inside, he sees Ezio standing right behind Shay, who had his back turned to him. "It's over, Shay. It ends here. Does it truly end now, or will the battle between our two factions continue long after my death? Everything would have changed if I had found the key to this place. Even after I killed the man who was said to be having it, I couldn't find it." Naruto, hearing this, questions Shay about the man that he's killed. Shay retells the story of that night, and Naruto connects all the dots, realizing that was Iruka. Hearing this, the blood of Naruto boiled as he began to walk forward, but he was stopped by his mentor. He's already defeated, but the choice is truly yours. Naruto walks towards Shay, and the two are face to face one final time. Shay is then stabbed by Naruto. As the same thing happens one final time, Naruto is taken to another realm. Shay looks at him smiling. "I see so much of myself inside of you. I was once a proud and witty assassin, but those days are long gone. The brotherhood of my day betrayed the people and caused the death of thousands." Naruto then looked down at his necklace, wondering, is this what Shay was talking about? Shay's eyes widen. "I should have known. The son of Minato Namikaze would have it. Well, I see my time is running out here. I will tell you one thing, Naruto. Be careful of the assassins and the Templars, as neither group has pure intentions. With every light comes a shadow. Take that to heart. The light then fades away as Naruto was right back in the room. He looked down at the dead body of Shay, and then back at the door. He rips off his necklace, walking towards it, as he opens it with the key, shocking his mentor. What they saw was a great library, and in the middle sat a skeleton with a dirty white hood on. Naruto walks to him, seeing the box that was in his hands. He opens it, seeing the apple of Eden. Naruto holds it as it begins to glow, showing him many secrets of the world. Naruto is overwhelmed by it, but he's able to stop it. He places it back in the box and turns to his master as he hands it to him, beginning to exit from the room. Ezio questions why he didn't take it for himself, but Naruto states that he's seen enough. Naruto looks down at the body of Shay. He frowned for a moment before leaving with his master to the rest of the Brotherhood to find out that Arno had led them to victory with the help of Bayek. The order had been restored in a new location, and Naruto becomes the youngest master at the age of 15. He continues to work on his inventions for the Brotherhood, awaiting the return of the Templars. As far off, Danzo had been killed in the shadows, and the figure that had killed him stands back up. His red eyes burned with hatred for the world that he lived in. Another figure would also appear to him, as this was Black Zetsu. The two would then exchange words before they vanish into the shadows. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. I just wanted to start this new thing where, at the end of my series, I talk about them. This one took me a couple days to write just because of how I wanted to build around each character that I had added. I know Arno, Shay, Ezio, and Bayek didn't live around the same time, but I wanted to add them here as I love those characters the most from playing the Assassin's Creed games. Shay was a character that I definitely thought could be a good villain, especially with the way that he betrayed Obito before the final battle. I didn't go deep into that, as when it was brought up, I just wanted to emphasize it just slightly. But I also left Sasuke's rogue story here. If you guys do end up enjoying this movie, I'll add the movie extras into one video for you. As this is Zero, and I love you all and hope to see you in the next one.